On or about 10 a.m. today at the Supreme Court bench presided by Justice Kwame JSC, they deliver a landmark decision in the case of DERRICK ADU GYAMFI versus the Attorney General. And we are happy that the law platform, we are happy to have Mr. ADU GYAMFI, the lawyer himself, and also the plaintiff to discuss the landmark decision of the Supreme Court. Mr. GYAMFI, we are happy to have you.
Thank you very much.
Respectfully, what is the Supreme Court decision and what's the effect of saying?
Our criminal justice system, criminal jurisprudence, is mainly it practices the presumption of innocence. So an accused person is presumed to be innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
But when you look at the Companies Act, the Act 992, Section 13, Section 177, and other sections, I realized that no, it was inconsistent with certain provisions of the Constitution, particularly Article 19(2)(c). So I invoked the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court, saying that the mere fact that a person has been charged for criminal offense cannot bar such a person from becoming a director.
Director of what?
Of a company, or incorporate a company, or even being a subscriber of a company, which I think was inconsistent with the Constitution. So I filed a writ almost 2 years ago, and just today, 10 a.m., His Lordship Justice Foreman granted in part some of my reliefs.
Okay, great.
As being unconstitutional with the provisions of Article 19(2). And therefore, if an act is struck out by the Supreme Court as being unconstitutional, it ceases to be law. So therefore, the Registrar General would have to forward it to Parliament for it to be amended. So that provision in the Companies Act ceases to be law, and it's of no effect as it is now.
So what was a push or pull factor for you to action this matter in the Supreme Court?
Oh, I believe we are lawyers. I mean, you need to develop the law.
Okay.
So when you read, you do your research, and realize that there are certain things in the Constitution or certain things by an act of Parliament which are inconsistent with the Constitution, you should be able to take it up to the Supreme Court. So that was what pushed me, and I thank God the decision was welcome.
So you did you have all your reliefs, and what was the decision? Was it a unanimous decision?
It was a unanimous decision, but it was granted in part.
In part, okay.
Yes. Some of my reliefs were not granted. But according to the court, some of the sections, like I think Section 177, the Companies Act made provision that if you are just charged with an offense in relation to that section, you need to seek leave of the court before you can become a director. So according to the court, because leave of the court needs to be sought, that means the court will have the opportunity to go through the matter. And so the court came to the conclusion that section is so inconsistent with the Constitution.
On behalf of the Law Platform team, I congratulate you for this.
Thank you very much.
And I applaud you. We read your writings. You're a prolific writer.
Thank you very much.
I read your writings and we see the work you do as a lawyer.
Thank you very much.
So we congratulate you.
I'll be doing more.